Wonder what your pet is thinking? Do you have a beloved pet that has passed? Is there something you want to tell them? Join Animal Connections and renowned pet psychic Nicole Elizabeth as she connects with your pets both living and past to deliver messages and receive answers to your questions. Here now is your host, Nicole Elizabeth.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Spirit Realm Network. My name's Nicole Elizabeth and you're watching Animal Connections. And today, well actually tonight where you guys are, it's Thursday the 16th of October at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. For my Australian friends, it's a little bit different. We are in the future. So everyone, welcome to the show. If anyone has a comment or want me to connect with their pet, whether it's living or past, please leave a comment on Facebook. So at the moment, we can't stream to the network, and I'm actually going to pull up the Facebook page so I can see your comments, which would be nice and helpful. And so if you do have a comment or a question or a query, the way I like to work is I'll connect with energy, like I said, living or past. So if you place, say, the animal's name, what they are, living or past, and your question. So as an example, I could use Dio, living. How old is Dio? 3. Why does he like cardboard toilet rolls so much? Or how is he feeling about not getting to the cardboard toilet rolls? Those sorts of things. Or that's just an example. Use whatever question or burning question you have on your mind so we can make some connections today. So let me just pull up the page again on my phone so I can actually see your comments and welcome everyone in. Okay, here we go. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Okay, so I've got your comments up. I can see that a few people are watching. So for anyone who hasn't connected with me before, I am obviously an animal communicator, so I connect to the energy of animals. And I hope this isn't being too patchy for you guys. I live in the country, so sometimes the internet can be a little bit patchy. But I connect with animals living or past. And basically when I say I see images, what that means, because I used to think to myself, how does that work? How do people see? How do mediums, how do psychics see? The best way I can explain it to everyone is if you're relaying a memory to someone, like you're talking to someone and say, when I was 10 years old and I went to the show or whatever you did, you are seeing that image in your mind. And so it's there. And also, these are the images that your animals pick up on. So when you're communicating with animals, they're picking up on your images. So when I say I see something, that's how I see it. Or I may smell something, or I may feel something in my body, or I may get a song that relates to your pet. It's the pet's information coming through me using my filter, my life experiences. They can draw on anything in my experience to help give you the message. So I hope that makes sense. Please ask me questions too, because sometimes I want to know how these things work as well. So let me see. Oh dear, Debbie, I'm so sorry. Rachel Lee back from last. Oh yes. Okay, good, Rachel. I'm glad you're back. Remind me of what we were going to say. Remind me of what you said last week so we can connect with your pets. And Debbie, how your cats are doing. Don't worry, Debbie, I understood. And hello, Kira. Okay. Bailey, who I know, bottle fed, Bodhi and Bella. Debbie, why am I getting I hope this is not a premonition, but why am I getting a reference to 4, not 3? This may be something that's maybe happening. Let me see. I actually have, who is it? Because I can see him, because it reminds me of my cat, because I think Bailey, that's it. Bailey is the same breed as my cat. Oh, God. Here you go. I've decided to use my big, thick texters this week. Okay. All right. I love that the questions are coming through. Please bear with me as I go through the comments. So, okay, Debbie, Bailey's asking if he's going to get sick too. I literally just wrote Debbie Bailey, and I heard, am I going to get sick too? So that's a question that Bailey's going through his mind. And when I sort of put the energy out as no, it's kind of like he's asking me why. That's interesting because that's a weird take on an owner being sick, and I'm getting goosebumps over that. Okay. It's almost as if he's saying, if she's sick, I'm sick. It's kind of like he wants to take that away from you. It's kind of also what I'm getting to. It's like it's a no-brainer. Like, of course, I'm going to get sick if she's going to get sick. Now, this is not fact. This is just opinions. So what I bring through in these sessions is pets' opinions. My husband and I have opinions. They don't always match up, and they don't always relate to facts. It's just our opinions. So I just want to bring that forward too for everyone that is watching. It's the pet's opinion, and that's pretty much it. Now, sorry, let me just see what we've got. Debbie, see, that's right. You have 5. 2 live upstairs with M, 5 cats. So I was drawn to 4 cats, but you've got 5 cats. There must be only affecting 4 then, because 3 wasn't enough. 5 seems too much. There must be one that is actually unbothered. And Debbie's put a comment in there. So I'll read out the comments as well in response to what I'm getting from the pets. So anyone who's watching later who can't see the comments will hear that. So you can watch it in your car and whatnot. So Debbie said, oh my God, that's heartbreaking. From Bailey. Now, there is a big story with Bailey, and Debbie did what most people cannot do with a cat. And oh, he's so loving and sweet to me. Debbie, do I have permission to tell the story of Bailey, of what I remember of it? Okay, also too, there's one of your cats that has something to do with an eye, left eye mainly. It's itchy because as soon as I looked at your name, I got that, and it's not Bailey. So there's someone else that is having either eye issues or something to do with itchy eyes at the moment. It's one of your cats. I know it's not a dog. It's one of your cats. Okay. What else have we got? Okay. Debbie's just mentioned Poppy upstairs is a medical predictor and Lolly's unbothered. So it's Lolly that's unbothered with what's going on. Interesting. Okay, so I do have permission. Oh, so it's Bailey. It is Bailey that has the dodgy left eye. Interesting. I didn't think it was him, but it is him. There you go. So with Debbie, she's given me permission to explain that Debbie actually rescued Bailey as, what was it, a day old or like neonatal. It was incredible that Debbie, who wasn't in the world of rescue, actually made this animal live. And how old is he now? He's getting up there. Not just live, but thrive. And it was in an area where, you know, maybe mum left him and all sorts of things like that could have happened. But she found this neonatal baby that had basically no chance of survival, and she nursed him back to health, and now he's thriving and he's lived with her ever since, and basically is her child. And so it does kind of make sense to me that he would expect that he's going to get sick as well, because it kind of feels like you two are your ride and die. And there's a lot of animals that think that too. Like that, if you're going, I'm going. Like there's no two ways about it. I am switching colors a lot lately too. So at the end of when I sort of connect with your pets, I'm going to go through the colors as well, because they may have something to do with your journey, your journey in particular. And also how the emotions and energies and the energy that's around the pets at this time as well. So let me just go back. So Bailey was 1 to 2 days old, still had his umbilical cord, and he's nearly 12. So it's a miracle that he survived and is thriving. So I love that. Okay, coming back to your cats and answer your question. So Bailey's wondering why he's getting sick. We know that. Poppy lollies, unbothered. There's the rest have an uncertain feeling. So you may see a little bit of playing up. You may see sometimes they may not be in the correct area. It's just a little uncertain energy that's going through. What else we got? So Debbie's written, that makes me cry to think he thinks that. Well, to bring it back from Bailey's perspective, it's just what he does. It's, well, we're together. It's just, well, you don't have an option. You're not getting rid of him. And so if you do something, he does something, more so than the others as well. Like, I get that the others love you and I get that you spend time with them, but there's something different, obviously, with him. What's this? I'm getting a lot of energy in my chest area with him as well. But you know what? It feels like a lot of, so it must be, it's got to be really pushing on his, dare I say, heartstrings, to have to go through this. But it's also like I see him pulling up his socks and going, I'm going to go through it. We're going through it together. And well, almost like Puss in Boots. That's kind of like I see him putting on his boots and going, well, let's go do this. So it's a journey. Okay, what else we got? All right. There's going to be a time too where your energy is going to be a little bit off. Oh, interesting, Debbie. So well, obviously he is your other half, but he has a cough. So it's the chest area. With that, I'm just wondering if he's taken some energy off you. And why I'm saying that is because that's where we hold, whether it's green energy here, not trauma, because trauma is held down further. Interesting, I'm holding the orange texture because generally that's in the chakra that we hold our trauma. But I'm talking up here in the green space, our heart space. That's normally where we hold grief. And so that can be reflected in a pet because they're connected to you and they would be taking that energy off you and holding it in that heart space area, which obviously has your heart and lungs. There's something, dare I say, heart, lungs, and okay, now I get it. I feel like you understood that at the same time I understood that. Please let me know if it's any different. That could be his way of trying to heal you. That could be his healing. Does he lay on that area of you as well? Because that's another indication of that he was aware of what was happening. Oh, thank goodness, it's finally settled. So your energy has settled down. Okay, so he would have been going through that with you. And now chemotherapy, so it's finally settled. Excellent. Do you know what the biggest thing for me, and I have to say this because I'm looking at your messages here and I'm looking at his words over here. Don't let him what's the word? Allow him to do that for you. Allow him to be your nurse, in a sense. Allow him to be close to you, which I know you will, but allow him to take whatever he can from you because it's something that he wants to do. That if you didn't, and if you kind of kept him separate, which I know you never would, but it would actually break his heart. So as much as it's heartbreaking for you to go through this and hear his feelings and thoughts, it would actually break his heart if you didn't allow him to do that. So when he comes near you and he lies on you, know that he's lying on you where he wants to take the energy or the pain from or the more so energy. Animals know where we need it. So for an example, if they're around our head, they know that we're going through emotional things. If they're near our body, they know that there's pain or something going on in that body. So allow that to happen. It would actually be a disservice to him if you didn't. So that's one strong message that I feel like he needs to say to you. He sleeps on your pillow. So are you more mentally gone through the paces over it? Because where he's sleeping is where he's taking your pain from. So allow him to do that. Otherwise, it would make him feel useless. And also, the other thing is, you gave to him, now he can give to you. So allow that to happen. And it's so interesting because as I'm saying that, the one that's just not interested is just not interested. And the others are kind of like, I almost see them walking around in circles, just not really knowing what to do. So for them, because you did ask how they're feeling, that's how I see their energy going. So when anything happens in the house, whenever you're doing something, whenever your routine changes, can you let them know what's happening before it happens? Because that will give them that security that they need so they understand. I feel like Bailey already knows because he's very connected to you. And when you think it, he gets it. But the other three, because you've got 5 in total, so Bailey, the other one that's not bothered, and the other 3, just to give them certainty, because I've written down uncertain feelings. So give them that certainty that they need in their life. Right. So Debbie's just popped in there that she's, you poor thing. You've bought gloves so you can after the chemo. I'm so scared of making him sick because he has no immunity, which is why he was asking. Interesting. I love too that you've gone to the lengths of buying the gloves so you can pat him and touch him. That physical touch, it's not also just for him, it's for you too. So just remember that. And you've been suffering panic attacks and severe anxiety since after my diagnosis. Understandable, which is why then he's staying near that area to help you bring through that. And you stopped working after August 1st. Okay. So make sure you give that certainty with the other cats and keep going the way you are with him, because he would be offended if you didn't. The other colors, so also these are the colors I picked up for you in this order. I hope that brings it in that order. So we've got, how funny. I'm only laughing because it's the colors that this one in particular, black. People think black is a really bad color. I don't even think it is a color. So if there's anyone that knows what it is, whether it's void of color or you know how white is also not a color. But the way I see black is that if you mix all the colors together, you get black. So if you mix all the emotions you've been going through, you get black. So this just represents, and I wrote down Debbie Bailey sick. This just represents all the emotions you've been going through and how confusing it's been and how many there are and how all your emotions, ups and downs, have been mixed into one. And that's why the black is coming through. Then we've got the pink. This is self-love. Also, he's doing a bit of motherly love to you. Even though he's a boy, you've been the motherly love to him, but this pink represents motherly love, self-care, self-love. And it's like he's doing that to you. But they wrote this down when there was uncertain feeling. So just make sure that you give everyone that certain feeling because they need to know. These are the other 3 kids. Now, the orange. This is interesting because you actually mentioned you have stopped working. Orange to me normally means creativity or relating to work. Now, how does that relate to a cat, right? Who knows? How does that get through to a cat? But for him, bringing the orange through is more of the creativity of getting you through mentally, of being able to be okay with what's happening. So it's almost as if he's trying to be creative in the ways to make you happy. So just acknowledge that. And when you see him doing something a little bit different or makes you laugh, just acknowledge that because that's his way of making you feel better. So there you go. I'm going to leave it there and see what other comments we have in the comment section. And I hope that makes sense. And yeah, good luck on your journey, and make sure that you include him in everything that you do. So there you go. Oh dear, you discharged yourself hours after surgery, so you went away from him. I love it. Good on you. Should I be saying that? I don't know. I love it because I know how much you love your pets. Okay. Back to the so Nicole, there's a Nicole in the comments. I'm not talking to myself here. I will get back to you. You're very welcome. Debbie, where are we? Rachel Lee. Okay. Back to, so he had eye surgery and we spent a lot of time at the vet. Then he had issues with vomiting a month later and he can't have any of his normal food or treats or human food. He's been, oh, poor bugger. He's been upset in a very, he's been upset about it as he's a very spoilt dog and he's used to having his way. I just wanted to see if you could tell him that we're not doing it for no reason. We're doing it because we care about him. We love him and we can't have other food because he'll get sick. Poor baby. Okay, gosh, it's hard for, that's hard for a pet mum to actually go through. Okay, let me tap in. So as you saw before, just as I was reading it out, I got itchy. So I feel like he's also getting an element of itchy skin. So I feel like some food is actually giving him that, and I would look into your probiotics for him, which you probably are, but it's more just a coming from him as a note. Obviously not the advice, but just what's coming through. Okay. See, now I'm getting really itchy. The feeling I just got through then was almost as if, has anyone ever had a lactose-free friend and they'll say, too bad, I'm having dairy anyway, and I'll just suffer the consequences? That's the kind of energy that's coming through for me. Almost, he understands it, like he knows the reasoning because you've thought about it, you've spoken about it, you've tried to tell him, but it's also, if he had his way, and again, this falls into the category of opinions, he would do it anyway. But that's not the best thing for him. And sometimes we have to do things that are the best for our dogs or our children or our pets. Let me see. The food you're getting is bland, because what I keep seeing is like white rice. And for me, that's an indicator of bland food. So it's definitely not to the quality. And I'm seeing almost like a roast turkey on the table. It's definitely not the quality that he's used to. And he's giving me the images of how bland it is compared to his normal food. So he wants you to know that how bland it is for him. Ah, that's it. He is your baby as you don't have kids. So you put all your energy into him. And do you know what? So you should. BioMe vet food. What is that? I actually haven't seen that. But I would imagine that anything that's vet food is more scientific based than taste based. So he would be feeling that quite a lot. Okay, is he getting anything in his ear as well? Like, it's more than just obviously the itch, they're making him sick. I'm getting reference to my ear. My skin is going crazy with itchy. Oh, yes, he's got a personality. He's a dachshund. Say no more. But they're so cute. Anyway, so I'm getting the reference. Oh, the ear, the itchiness, the skin, and it's almost as if I don't care, just give it to me. And I'm also getting like quite stubborn in accepting things as a rule, not just in this as well. He does have an itchy ear. There you go. And BioMe food. I hope I'm saying that right. Yes, very bland. Oh, poor baby. He would hate that. Oh, dear. Okay. He throws up with this. Before. What's this? What's this throwing up business? He throws up. I'm getting a feeling of throwing up because I'm feeling it from here, throwing up. Let me see. I'm going to show you these colors. You probably see them as I'm pulling them out. I don't know why I'm led to do this today, but I am, so I'm going with it. Oh, that makes sense to me. So the yellow is the sick and the pain. So he actually also gets pain in his body. It's not just makes him sick. He's got pain in his body. And why do I get I'm almost as if I'm clenching my jaw as well. Almost like grins and bear it, but doesn't bear it that well is what he's showing me. And I just keep hearing, I don't care. I don't care. Just give me what I want. I don't care. And almost as if it's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair, stamping the ground. Hang on. What do we got? Yes, before. So that would have been when he was getting sick. Right, I get that. Oh, getting sick. 3 a.m., 4 a.m. with bile, which is yellow. He has any food, like eating junk food on the floor, he will throw up. Oh, poor baby. I laughed when it was junk food because for him it's just yum food. Not junk food, yum food. And he hacks it up. Oh, poor baby. Okay, so you're definitely at loggerheads. It's like his body won't digest it. Gosh, poor thing. Is there anything you can... It's like he's trying to reason with you now. And the reason I'm doing this, first of all, you're at loggerheads because he doesn't... It's not that he doesn't understand. It's just that he doesn't want it. And you're like, well, we have to because you're going to be sick. And then it's, I don't care. But the thing that I was laughing at before is like, is there anything we can get to complement so he can eat the food that he wants? I'm not saying that there is. I'm not giving any advice. I'm just relaying like there must be something else you can do. Do we have to go to these lengths type thing from his point of view? Again, it's just an opinion. His opinion. Doesn't mean it's the right opinion. We call him Roomba Pumbaa. Oh, dear. Little Hoover. That's so funny. Okay, so from his point of view, to sum it up, so I can, I think, go to Nicole's question. And then if I have time, guys, I can go back to you. It's not that he doesn't understand. He's just not happy about it. And he thinks that there's other ways around it. And I feel like, because when I say that, I feel like he gives you the look anyway. It's like you see him give you that energy and that impression, and you almost, it's like I can hear you explaining to him, we have to do this. And you know he's not agreeing with you because he doesn't want to. And that's what I'm getting from him. So whether he'll accept it, I think he'll begrudgingly do it eventually over time, but whether he'll want to, he doesn't. We're doing 3 months on the food and recheck with the vet. We're trying to reintegrate his regular food. Okay. Okay. So there is something that you're trying that's a little bit different. And yes, he does have an expressive face. Okay. So it's like my eyes lit up inside because it was like I was connecting to him when that happened. Okay. So with that, there is something else you're doing to try and with the food so he can have it. Pull it back a step and make it stay at that stage for longer. Kind of like it's almost as if it's going too fast, too quickly for his body. So go very, 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 go back to the beginning and integrate. Because you know when you have to change foods, and most of us don't do this, but we should be doing this. If you're changing dry foods and all that sort of stuff, you should be doing, I think this is him, like 25% of the new food and 75% the old food. And then after a little bit, 50%, and then we go to 75%, and then we go to 100%. So you have to actually go slowly over, I think it's over like a week is ideal to transition to new food. But for him, I would go back to 10%. I would go back to little bits. And you know what I would do? I would either in the beginning put that little 10% on the top, and then after like a couple of days put it on the bottom. So he has to get all that food and then he can have his little treat. Although I feel like, as I said that, I reckon he'll just move stuff out of the way to get what he wants. So you may have to blend it. But take it back further and stay on that little blend where he doesn't throw up longer and then slowly increase. So most of them getting my hands on my hips. So he definitely has a personality. He's like, I still don't want to do it. Type of thing. But that's what I would do. Oh my God, he's so cute. Okay, thank you. We will try that. No problems at all. Yes, we have to go very slowly. And it may be that you have to go that slowly for a little bit longer. And that's okay because he will accept that better than if he just has to have the other food. So there you go. Now, the colors that I was connecting with him today, light blue. This is more of a, it's interesting looking at the skies, carefree, light blue energy. It's like not a, interestingly enough, he's complaining, but he's not deep blue. So this gives me an indication of how he's emotionally feeling. If this was a deep blue color, he would have been depressed about what's going on. So I feel like he has hope. So that's one thing, also another message that comes through. And the yellow, now for me, I was laughing because yellow for me with dogs is something different to yellow with humans. So yellow with, for me with dogs is more pain association. It's like they can see illnesses in yellow. Now, I know, don't come at me. I know animals are colorblind, but they understand colors through vibration. So that's how I see the color from animals. And it's interesting that you said he's throwing up bile, which is yellow. So they're the two colors that I connected with him today. Is it the right order? I can't tell when it's on video. The other thing you could do too, now that I'm thinking it, if you are into color healing and energy healing, you could have something green, whether that's a green pillowcase or just something green, because they vibrate with the color, and that will give him an energy of healing. So there you go. We're going really woo-woo today, guys, and I'm liking it. I'm going to go with it. So let's see what's next. Okay. Where are we? Nicole, I know you have a question. I know I've spoken to your baby before. You're heading back. You're getting ready to head back to Australia for 2 months. Vinny will be staying with a friend in Minnesota. How does he feel about staying with my friend's house? Is there anything he's nervous about? Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. We're going real different colors for every animal. I love it. Vinny, 2 months. Okay. The first thing I get with Vinny is a headache on my right-hand side. This may be giving you or Vinny a headache relating to the situation. And maybe there's a lot of overthinking happening, and he's feeling it on his, like, physically coming out. Okay. I heard the thing, 2 months, 2 years. Oh, but I feel like there is actually a level of acceptance. Oh, now I'm getting it. Okay, 2 months, 2 years. 2 months feels like 2 years to him. That makes sense to me. Okay. But it's interesting because I'm still getting a level of, okay, I can do it. I feel like he's got a bit of a stronger personality coming through. When I mean stronger, I mean strength within, not like overbearing at all. Like it's kind of, I get that feeling of, no, I can do it, which is interesting. Okay. Oh no, will Mum be gone for Christmas? What is that about? Oh, have you arranged a Christmas present or something for him? The reason I ask you this is because it feels like there's been a chat about that. and he's been aware of it. So you must have set it near him or around him. There's something to do with that. Feels like whether you're getting him a present or getting him something from you while you're away. That's the impression I'm getting from here. So there's something to do with that. But I'm still getting, it's really, really interesting. I'm still getting this pain right here in my head. So there must be a lot of overthinking on someone's behalf. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, Nicole's written, yes, there will be many presents. And I arrive home on Christmas. Okay, that's good. Oh, sense of relief. There'll be many presents. I love that. So from a little tip, it's hard because they're always connected. Bring him something back from Australia. I think he will like that. And I think that, and once he sees you, it's going to be like, I know I use this analogy a lot of humans and kids, and it doesn't matter whether people have kids or not. It's kind of like most people can relate to because they have aunts and uncles with nieces and nephews, or they have, they have that concept. And so when he sees you, when you come back, it'll be like the only thing I can say is when you've given birth, all the pain goes away. So when he sees you, all the distance will go away. So that's something. So when you bring him something from Australia, it'll be like that, the best thing ever. Almost. Oh, can you do that? Mine. The reason I say, can you do that? It's like I want my favorite treat from Australia, and I don't know, and that's the reason I asked, what can you do that? I don't know if you can bring treats from one country to another. I'm maybe not experienced in that field. Okay. Honestly, the overall feeling I get from him is I'll grin and bear it. I'll grin and bear it. I'll grin and bear it. What is that? I still get that sense of relief from him. Oh, yes, you will be bringing him treats from Australia and a toy. Oh, I love that. I love that. Try not to think about that when you're around him, because then he'll know. Or maybe he does know. Oh, I won't read that out. Okay, red pen. Why am I going with red pen? Oh, so red pen. Do you know what it's going to be? This is really interesting. Red pen writing doing a love heart. So he just loves you no matter what. I feel like there's a level of acceptance about that. That just keeps coming through strong. Red normally doesn't mean love for me. It normally means anger. So, but with him, it's a different vibe. And you have to go with the way you're feeling that. Oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, do I have that color? Oh, yes, I do. Okay. God, he has to pick the only color. I can't actually. What is that? Sorry, we're having a little internal dialogue, Vinny and I. Okay, that's interesting. I have the purple pen and I keep having to make crosses, and it's like a crisscross, not a no. It's like I have to tick that off, although I'm not ticking it. You have to cross the box. What is that? Maybe that's what this whole trip's about. Fulfilling something that needs to be done. And it's almost, I'm getting that level of, I understand that needs to be done. And I think he likes the friend too. So it's not as if that's going to be stressful for him. And I do believe you're preparing him quite well. So hats off to you, because I think you're doing actually all you can do to prepare him for this. And when you are away, the one thing I can suggest you do is only ever send him positive energy back. When you think of him, just go, oh, I'm so glad you're with my friend, and I'll be back on Christmas. Just make sure the connection with him is always good, and you're always sending that positive energy to him, and it's actually going to make his time away from you a lot better. Okay. Oh, now I know what it is. Gosh. Okay. It took me a while. How will he go with his first ever winter? Okay. I actually feel like you've already prepared him. Like when I put that out to him, it's like, no, she's already bought me jumpers. She's got me things. I got the things. I got all the things. To be honest, I feel like you have more anxiety about this than he does. That's what I'm feeling from him. I'm happy to be corrected, but that's just what I'm feeling for him about this. And then as I say that, I'm getting that pain back in my head again. So it's overthinking. You know what? You're overthinking about it because you love him so much. And I feel like that's what he's bringing through. Let's try and make it with him like it's a holiday. You're going somewhere, but this is a holiday. I feel like as soon as I say that, I'm like, you're already doing it. You're already doing it. You're making as if this is a holiday for him. And I actually feel like he's appreciating that. It's so funny. What I'm seeing now is suitcases, those weird hats that cover your ears as well, gloves. I feel like you've got him all the things, and he's got his suitcases. He knows he's going. You're preparing him. You're speaking to him. You're going to melt where you are. How are you going to prepare for coming back to the melting season? It's almost as if he's throwing it back onto you. I feel like he's a real character. I actually cannot remember. I remember speaking to you because I remember where I was when I spoke to you when we had our connection, but I actually can't remember him. So please don't hate on me, people. It's actually a good thing you don't want me to remember your pets because you don't want me to just bring up things that I remember. It needs to be an actual conversation. So there you go. So does that make... Oh, yes, that's correct. I have the anxiety. Okay. So I think with the pain and all that sort of stuff coming through, it's more like him trying to relax you. I actually think he's going to be fine. And I feel like you're going to be doing, when I say doing all the things, I feel like you're going to be doing the video chats. I feel like you're going to be doing everything actually humanly possible to make him feel comfortable. And he knows it because you've done that so far. So I would take a deep breath, know you're doing the right thing, and know he'll be okay. So that being said, the colors, how weird are all these colors today, guys? The colors that came through for you was brown, which is interesting to me because brown is grounding. I feel like he's quite grounded about it. So I feel like maybe that's his message to you in that color to take that deep breath, get grounded. It's okay. It's only 2 months. You've done worse from his point of view. Red, this is actually relating to love, not anger for me. So take that note that he still loves you. He's not going to not love you just because you're gone for 2 months. So I feel like that's something that you've actually thought about. I apologize for my roosters. They're just outside my window. And purple. Purple came back. It's almost as if purple for me is a spiritual color. And I was like, what is that? I couldn't remember what purple was, but then I had to cross the boxes. We're not ticking the boxes. We're almost regrettably fulfilling a box or something that needs to happen. But I don't know why the spiritual thing came through. Perhaps you're going to have a spiritual experience, but these are the colors that came through from him for you. So you may notice these colors now in the next couple of months coming through and know that you'll think of him. So that can be another way that he can communicate with you as well. So I hope that makes sense. Oh, what's this? Yes, I bought him a tracking device for GPS that monitors his walks, his sleeps, his breathing, his heart rate, his barking levels. And yes, he has all the clothes for winter. Oh, that is so beautiful. No, he's going to be fine. You're more worried about this than he is. So take that as he's calming that love. Because again, red normally comes through as anger for me, and it's not. So, and it's a strong color. So know that he's like, Mum, I got this. It's okay. I love that. Oh, that's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, what have I pressed on my computer? Okay. Sorry, guys. Had a random thing pop up on my computer. All right. Who else do we have questions from? So anyone who's just joined us, I'm obviously live on the Spiritual Realm Network. Unfortunately, we can't go on the actual network, but we're all here on Facebook. And to be honest, it makes it a lot easier for me because I can just check your comments on my phone as they come through. So if you have a question, comments, your pet, their name, whether they're living or past, what question you'd like to know. So Karen's just popped a question, would love a reading. So Karen, if you pop in the comments what pet you'd like me to connect with so we can do a connection. Now I'm here for the next, I think it's about 15 minutes. So if you are wanting a connection, please do pop a comment in the chats. I've got a little dog running around. I shouldn't say running around, but he's definitely wanting to get my attention. Can you hear that? I'm just going to let him out because I don't want him interrupting. I don't want him barking. So Karen, if you'd love a reading, please pop your comment in the chat. Guys, I wouldn't normally do this, but I don't want you guys having to deal with this on air. There you go, buddy. Hello. There we go. Oh, because we can get a really high-pitched noise there. All right. We are good. Oh, sorry, Kira, did I miss you? So Brady for Karen, and you had one earlier. I'm so sorry if I missed yours. Is it Kira? Where are we? See if I can find your comments. And if not, please just feel free to drop it in again, just so I don't miss it. Sorry, guys. Okay. Just a general's okay. That's fine. So what animal are we connecting with, Kira? And then Karen, Brady. Where are we? Let me see if I can find it. Oh, yeah, I'm saying your name right. That's always a win. I'd hate to be saying it wrong. So can I have the name of your pet, please, Kira? Just so I can – it's almost as if the way I can describe it to everyone is like it's a radio station. And with the name, it gives me the dial to that pet. So I put out your name and the pet's name so I'm connecting to the right pet. Because as you can imagine, there's heaps of Bellas in the world, but it's, you know, Bella that is that person's Bella, those sorts of things. Baba. Okay, Baba. Baba the Shih Tzu. Cynthia, that's okay. If we don't get to you, or Bubby, if we don't get to you today, join next week because I am back next week and then we will connect. Okay, I'll try and... Oh, what is that? No, those colors aren't appealing to me. Why am I going somewhere else? Okay. You're not getting a texture. You're getting green, but it's an aqua green. That's interesting. Let's go with this. Bubby. Kira. Okay, first thing that's coming through for me. So as you see, I write it down and then I just feel what's going in. And the reason why I actually went to here is because I'm getting tension in my neck. I'm getting a sore neck. I'm getting muscular pain here mainly. And then I'm getting, even though the last pet had itchy skin, I'm getting lower back, almost near my tail itchy. How does that connect with your one? So if you haven't noticed, that's something that's coming through at the moment. Bubba is short for Bubby. Okay. I love how people have nicknames for their pets because so do I. Let me see. So that's coming through first of all. And what else is coming through for Bubba? Okay, there's something coming through with the food. You've not changed the food. There's something I'm not liking in the food, something in the food. This is really interesting because the last one had related to food, but there is something you've popped in this food that it doesn't like. Yes, he always has itchy on his tail. Interesting. Skin allergies. Okay. Right. So how does that come back to what you've popped in his food? Because I'm not liking that. It's so funny. Animals really have an opinion about their food. And even though some animals just wolf it down, like it's the best thing on earth, other animals, like I've got a few, and they'll be like, I'm not eating that. No. Whereas the others are like, yeah, food. So it's so interesting. But, you know, in their world, when you think about what they can raise with you, it's going to be their food. It's going to be what's going on in their body. It's going to be sometimes how they feel, because sometimes they don't feel like doing anything. So that's, you think you have allergic to chicken. That's very popular in dogs in particular. Okay, sorry, I'll get back to that. So what else am I feeling with Bubba? There's something about the nighttime. Something to do with the nighttime. He's bringing up nighttime with me. Okay, going back. Hang on. I feel like I have to go back. It's not him that's tapping me on the head. It's someone else tapping my head. It's like, okay, go back. So the itchiness probably relates to this, to that allergy, and it probably is chicken. But the tension's not. What is that? I feel like he's reflecting you in that. It feels like you're Oh, okay. So the comment is, I've switched him only to wet food, but I spoil him and give him my last couple of bites of my food. Oh, I love that. That's because he doesn't like it and you know it. So you're picking up. So take that as confirmation as you're picking up on what he's putting down, basically. What is it about the nighttime? Do we like that? Do we not like that? What is going on, Bubba? And I heard, no, I like that. I like that. Something going on in the nighttime. I'm wondering if you're picking up me. Could be. The reason that could happen too is a lot of the times animals reflect us. And so they are actually one of two things. They have symptoms that we have because they're taking it off you, like with Debbie. Bailey wanted to take it off. And if you're suffering something, they generally will take that on themselves. So if you're tensioning your neck, then it's very possible that Bubba is doing that as well. And the reason why they do that is to, I guess, tell someone like me so they can bring it up to you, because then it kind of, if something's happening to them, you're more inclined to deal with it. Whereas with something happening with ourselves, we go, oh, it's fine, I'll just keep going. But if something happens with our animals or our children, we will stop and take notice. So the way that they can help us is by reflecting it back to you, if that makes sense. So if you're the one with the sore neck, know that he's bringing it through because it's you. Did my audio go off? Oh, no. Can you guys hear me? I'm just hoping that I haven't pressed something on my computer. Okay. What is happening with that? Let me see if I can make a comment. Got you back. Okay, cool. Excellent. Yes, awesome. Okay, sorry, guys. Just like me to have technical issues. Okay, so you were in a car accident 10 years ago, right? And so that must be the pain you're experiencing that he's taking off you. See, there's so many themes with these pets, and it's all the same. Animals are our biggest teacher, and they're also one to show us unconditional love. So the way they give us unconditional love is to help us take things off us. So I feel like there's a parallel between Bailey and Debbie and Kira and Bubba. You're coming in loud and clear. Sorry, hopefully not too loud, Karen. Now, what's interesting too is I'll try and, first of all, maybe if you can come back next week so we can go more in depth, because as you noticed in the beginning of the show, the connections are probably a little bit longer. So then I can speak more about it with you. I'm getting this beautiful, it's actually a beautiful green and looks a bit bluey there, but it's actually really green. This is healing green. So it may be something that he's picking up on you, and my neck, I can still feel it in my neck, all here. So it's something that he's trying to help you with, and that could be why he's in your life. And it's almost as if I love, one thing he's saying too is like, I like the night routines. It could be when you're giving him that extra food. So it's like he looks forward to that. He is still feeling itchy. So I feel like you're exploring that anyway. And most of the times our allergies do relate to food. Why do I keep wanting to hold my breath? What is it that's in your life that you're wanting to hold your breath about? Because I feel like he's bringing that through to me as well. Let me see. Oh, I also feel like he's fixing to pass. Yes, he's my BFF. Oh, no, that's... Do you know what I'm going to say about that? Is, first of all, I wanted to hold my breath and then I saw your message. So take from that message what you will. You are very connected to this pet because you're getting there, the food part, you know that he's not liking it, so you're giving him that little bit of extra food. He looks forward to his nighttime routines because it's your time. So if you feel like he's going to pass, what I want you to do is every day tell him how much of a blessing he is in your life. And I know that you're doing that already, but just really make a point of it, because that's going to make your time happy and that'll make him happy. I don't really know. I can keep shaking my head. I don't really know if he really is. He could just be feeling it and just feeling some days that I'm done. I'm just having enough. But we can all have those days, but you're picking up that energy and interpreting as I'm out of here. So just, I feel like a rebalance. I feel like I need to rebalance. Just, it feels like fear is driving this. And know that he'll go when he's ready. And so you don't have to fear about that. So it's almost as if just him saying, just don't. I mean, if only we took that on, right? Just don't. If we had a problem, just don't. Okay, that works. We don't work like that, but that's okay. It said something, breath. Yeah, holding my breath. I feel like, sorry, so Kira's put in the comments, say that again. I feel like I'm holding my breath. What are you holding your breath for? Is it because you feel like he's going to pass, or is it there's something that's coming up in your life? Because I feel like he's showing me to hold my breath. And generally, we unintentionally hold our breath when we're almost nervous of what is to come. So I feel like that's coming through. Okay. So I'm going to actually have to leave it there, guys, because otherwise I'm going to go over, and I don't want to do that because I want to be respectful of the network's time. Who was it? So whoever, Karen, it was Karen. I haven't even found your message, but I heard the word Karen. So Karen, I'm going to be back next week. Same time, same place. So if you can join us next week and comment first, I'll make you my first connection because you didn't get the connection this week. And where is it? Where is the comment? So Kira, please let me know if that makes sense. And you're very welcome to come back next week also. So if we need to explore a little bit deeper into Bubba, we can. So I'll just see if there's any last comments before I do have to go. But guys, as yesterday, as this is drawing near to the end of the show, I will be back. I really do hope that you've enjoyed the show too. I know it's a little bit different to norm, but I like that because animals are a little bit different to norm, and connecting with them is a little bit more, I'd say, interesting and almost special, that I can highlight that these animals are connected to us and they do have thoughts and feelings and are sentient beings that really wear the center of their life. And I think that's beautiful. Thank you, Karen. Thank you for being understanding, Karen. I'm going to get to you first next week. So, guys, so please do join me next week. I am going to actually have to wrap it up there because, again, I do want to be respectful of the network's time and also everyone's time because it is an hour show. So please join me next week. So next week, it'll be Thursday in 8 p.m. Eastern time, and it'll be Thursday, the 23rd of October. Holy moly, where has this year gone? Okay, so that being said, guys, thank you for joining. Thank you for interacting. Thank you for your questions, and thank you for watching. It's really been an honor to connect with your pets, and I hope to see you guys again next week. And Karen, you're first up next week. Okay, so